I know that initially investing in a lot of expensive equipment can be a pain. Which is why today I'm going to talk to you about pocket-friendly setup and must-have editing apps. Hello everyone, my name is Ishita Mangal and welcome to Influencer Starter Pack. For an effective but pocket-friendly setup for filming at home, you can use just one ring light with an attached camera or phone stand and a phone. You might have to stop stalking your ex for the time you're shooting, huh? If that's a commitment that you can't promise, then being an influencer
is not for you.
On the other hand, if you're filming outdoors, you might not need the ring light and just the tripod, but a ring light functions as a light and tripod both. If you're going to talk in the camera, you can invest in a microphone that connects with the phone to record your voiceover or VO as popularly known. Ba 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 ba. Sorry, I was doing a voice check. You can also pick spots in your home and decorate them with home plants, decorative cushions, wooden stools, an old chair, paintings. There are just so many interesting ways to use the simplest of things to make an interesting backdrop. For editing apps on the laptop, you can use Final Cut Pro, and for mobile, you can use InShot. They are both user-friendly applications. If you're new to using these, you can Google some quick tutorials to get a hang of them. But you will have to pay attention throughout the tutorial. Hopefully, the person telling you is more interesting than your chemistry teacher who burps in the class. To summarize, invest in a good ring light with a camera or phone stand and a mic. Secondly, you can create your cozy little beautiful space with minimal props. Lastly, Google some quick editing tutorials for Final Cut Pro or InShot and you're all set to go. You're lucky to get all of this for free. Better put it to some good use. I'll see you in the next class for more tips and tricks. As difficult it is to catch a train at Dadar, and I absolutely sympathize with you, huh? Not really well. I'm from Delhi, you see, and I don't really care. In today's classroom, let's talk about the social media platforms you can be visible on. What are you doing? This is not Santa's classroom. Hello everyone, my name is Ishita Mangal and welcome to Influencer Starter Pack. For most influencers, there is one or at max two platforms that they are most relevant on. And this judgment can be decided based on your target audience. Every platform caters to a different type of audience, and even if they might have some parallel consumers, every platform generates a different response. Like I've been saying, have a plan. I would say try to be relevant on at least two platforms. With the ever-growing competition on social media and apps being banned in countries and presidents being banned on platforms recently, you just don't know which platform might stop being relevant tomorrow, and you might have to fall back on some other app. Obviously, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter and Facebook are the top apps, but you already know that. If you don't, I want to know the address of the world you live in and move in with you. Almost every platform has started encouraging video formats in content. While every app functions differently and their respective algorithms keep changing, it is advisable to make content not just relevant to you, but also something that the app will push towards your audience organically. One way to do that is to analyze the discover feed of the app, because the type of posts the app is showing you there are the type of posts the app is promoting. To summarize, firstly, analyze and shortlist the platforms based on the type of audience. Secondly, be relevant on at least two platforms. Last but not the least, make content that is beneficial to you, your audience, and that the platform would promote organically. You've attended so many sessions now. Don't tell me this is another series you're just binge watching. I'm not responsible for the future of these guys. Don't go crazy over following brands. Know what's relevant for your audience. Why are you looking so clueless? I am here to talk to you about collaborations and monetizing your content. Hello everyone, my name is Ishita Mangal and welcome to Influencer Starter Pack. Once you've built yourself a sizable loyal audience, and please remember that this will take time. Not that long, but yes, once you do build yourself a good base, you owe it to them to recommend brands and services that not only interest them, but also help them and help your engagement. Many people lose their values on the basis of which they have built their trust in the first place and get sucked into the hole of over advertising and eventually lose out on both faith and engagement. You have to be very strategic about this. Do not expect your audience to stumble into your paid content offering. The product or service you are collaborating with needs to be exclusive, exciting, and most importantly, relevant. There is no magic that is going to start churning out money from the first attempt. Adjust your content, timings, creativity, editing, music, and that might work. Again, once you start generating revenue, you do not stop there. You have to constantly assess how your audience is reacting. Apart from checking your insights, keep in touch with your brands to know how the response of your content was. This will give you a better perspective of what works for you and will also establish a good relationship with your brands where it shows you care about the service you provided and not just the monetary aspect of the deal. To summarize, firstly, don't be greedy about brands. Secondly, collaborate with relevant products and services. Finally, assess your content performance regularly. Hope this class was helpful. Bye-bye.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Why are my views not increasing? I did everything Ishita told me. Wait! Planning is key. How many times do I need to tell you here? In today's class, let us talk about planning the number of posts. Hello everyone, my name is Ishita Mangal and welcome to Influencer Starter Pack. There is no golden rule on how often you should post. The number of posts totally depends on the type of content you make. But in general, I would advise to not post more than once in a day and post at least 3 times every week on one social media platform. But at any given time, do not compromise with the quality of posts to rush the number. Consistently putting out irrelevant or not impactful content can lower the engagement and can bore your audience. This might surprise you, but nobody likes spam. Also, no matter which field you are making content on, try to deliver different types of content within a week to keep your loyal audience intrigued and engaged. Everyone likes surprises. For example, maybe upload 2 videos and 1 image post, all edited in different ways, giving a different message in each of them. The audience should be looking forward to not just the content but the type of content you will be posting next. To summarize, plan your posts in advance. Secondly, don't choose quantity over quality of posts. Thirdly, don't spam your audience with your posts. And finally, keep your audience intrigued by having a variety of posts. Thank you for attending this class with me. You have attended so many episodes. You must really like me by now, or you're just watching to see how much worse it gets. Nonetheless, keep watching.
For more fashion tips, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon.